This is Mrs. Lawson, and you're listening to the Bomber Buzz.
It's a great day in the Bomber Nation. You're listening to the Bomber Buzz, the Bomber Nation podcast. This is Principal Jacob Jenkins, and joining me, as usual, is Dean of Students, Mr. Paul Rudolph. Paul, how's your week going?
It's been great.
Yeah.
It's been great. Seems to be rolling along. I just turned the page. We're in November now, huh?
Right? Yeah. Well, we've had...
Flip the calendar. Here we go.
That's right. It goes so fast. This week has been crazy with Halloween, of course. We had a really great time yesterday with Halloween. The kids did a costume parade down into the high school. Got to show off all their costumes and get some candy and some things like that and Halloween parties. So what a great day that was. Just fun to have some parties.
It was pretty exciting. And the kids just got big smiles on their faces.
Yeah. It's so fun to see, and they get to show off. And then, this morning we've our junior high, 7th and 8th grade, are out in our community, and they're doing the Leave It to Us campaign. We had talked about that a little bit last week, but they're out there today raking yards. Mr. Rudolph and I were out there with them a little bit this morning, probably do some a little bit later here, and just some people who needed some help were able to get out there, and we're cleaning up their yards and different things like that. I just think it's really great being out there in the community and giving back a little bit here in a real good positive way.
It was the first one we did this morning. Just looking at it, I didn't guess there was that many leaf bags, but by the time we finished, a little over an hour, I think we were out there. On the first one, I think there had to have been close to a dozen bags. It was,
yeah.
I just didn't, when I looked, I'm like, oh, this won't take long. And it was an hour.
Yeah.
And I think there were about 10 of us, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right
10
around
in the one group and 13 in the other, yeah.
Yeah, and the kids did a great job. Some would rake for a while, and some would bag, and then they'd flip it around, and some would rake, and the other ones would bag. And they did a nice job. I was impressed with them.
Yeah, real great attitudes. And yeah, at first I just grabbed a couple rolls of bags. I was like, oh, that'll be good. And then I think half hour in, I was like, oh, everybody needs more bags. And then I got smart. I finally just grabbed the whole box.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It was a good idea.
So that's been really great. So if you see one of the junior high kids running around, just give them a pat on the back. We're really proud of them being out there, really exemplifying that community service and Bomber Nation spirit.
Yeah.
Great attitudes among all of them. Just really impressed with their work ethics.
I was as well. I thought it was fantastic, and it is great to learn how to give back.
Absolutely.
We should all learn how to do that. That's good stuff.
Yeah. So that's kind of this week. We got more coming up. Volleyball right now.
We do.
We kind of big.
We'll play tonight. We won yesterday at 4:30. We were in the 4:30 game and 5 set. 5 sets, but we did pull her out, and tonight we'll play our Redeemers at approximately 6 p.m.
All right.
And then obviously the winner, here on out, I guess. The first game we win, we qualify for the regions. So if we win tonight, we qualify for the regions. If it goes to Monday, we got to win that game then. And
then we're in.
Then we're in. So.
And when does region play start?
Region play doesn't start till the 11th.
Right.
So they got a week. Well, it's 1 week from Monday night, I guess. So
sure,
but yeah, nevertheless, the regional start Veterans Day is where they start, and they're at the auditorium as well.
That's great. Yeah, mine at auditorium. So, and that's our for varsity. That's
the only thing we got going on next week. Really, I mean, junior high girls basketball will start. We split junior high girls basketball and junior high boys basketball, and junior high girls go November and December, and then boys go January and February.
Right.
And most of it's just for gym space purposes, and that's the way a lot of other people do it as well. So in order to get a schedule, that's kind of how
you just got to work it.
We roll as well.
Yep.
But junior high girls basketball starts on Monday the 4th. And that's really about the only thing going on other than the girls game Monday night.
Yeah.
It'll either be they'd either play at 6 o'clock or 7:30, approximately, both of those.
Right.
6 or
so
7:30.
Evening game either way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and it looked like we had a really good turnout yesterday from students, and
they all came. Well, shouldn't say they all, but a good majority of them came dressed up in some form of a costume. And it quite a section there. They looked, it was an interesting section for sure.
Yeah, well, that's pretty exciting. So good luck to volleyball as they continue their march towards hopefully regionals and possibly state. They're working really hard at that. And, we're just kind of in that spot right now where kind of activities are winding down. We just, we have our early out in 2 weeks on the 13th. Just keep that in mind. And then Thanksgiving, of course, we have the 28th and 29th off for Thanksgiving at the end of the month. But that's just kind of where we are. Basketball will be starting here pretty soon for high school. And yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, well, we're looking forward to a great week coming up here. We got a good episode for you here today. It's a shorter episode where you have our senior spotlight with Hailey Brown. Talk about her aspirations moving into law. We talk a little bit about her time here at Berthold and about her involvement in the play coming up and plays in the past. It's really interesting. A good time. We're trying to expand our listenership, so if you know someone that hasn't heard the buzz, just let them know where to find us. We're on the website. We're on pretty much anywhere that a podcast can be listened to. We're even on YouTube. Just search Bomber Buzz, and get the word out. If any of you listeners want to be on the show, or if you have something that you're like, hey, I'd really like to hear about this, let us know, and we'll get it here on the buzz as well. So stay tuned. We got more coming up right now after these words. Genesis Seed Solutions, located in the Bomber Nation, is committed to utilizing the region's best producers to make sure your seed is grown with the utmost attention and most economical agronomic practices. Genesis Seed buys, sells, processes, conditions, and packages on-site with top-of-the-line equipment. From harvest to market, Genesis Seed will help you with all of your needs. Visit Genesis Seed today to learn more. Genesis Seed is a proud sponsor of the Bomber Nation.
This is Mrs. Taylor with your fun fact for the week. Did you know many English words have changed their meaning over time? For example, awful used to mean inspiring wonder and was the short version of full of awe. Another example is nice actually used to mean silly. Now you know.
We're back on the Bomber Buzz, and joining us now is superstar senior for her senior spotlight, Ms. Hailey Brown. Hailey, welcome to the Bomber Buzz.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. I'm going to start at the top with a plug. If you've been to any of our plays, you've seen Hailey. Mm-hmm. She's been a great part of all of our plays and has a big role coming up here, and so it's exciting to have her here in our office studio and kind of find out a little bit about you.
It is. I am looking forward to it. Hailey, tell us, just start out, tell us a little bit about your family.
My parents are Harold and Lisa Brown, and then I have an older brother, Hunter, who's in college, and then a younger brother and younger sister.
And Hunter's in Williston, right? Still?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still going into computers?
Yeah.
Right now what he was doing? How about, you guys have a favorite family activity that you enjoy?
I really like when we do game nights. We play a lot of card games. Idiot's our favorite.
Idiot?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I got to know what Idiot is.
I was going to say, you got to tell us a little bit about that.
You try to discard all your cards. It's really fun, but it's kind of complicated.
Okay.
But I like it.
Those are the best kind.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you were young, what did you imagine yourself becoming?
I think I went through all the professions at one point, but mostly I think I wanted to be a singer or an author.
Really?
Which I cannot write for the life of me, so I don't know why I wanted to be an author.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
A singer or an author? Did you want to be one of them top 40 ones, or you want to be in the opera or top 40?
Top 40. Stuff? Yep.
Okay. Well, so do you watch all the movies then? All the what's that thing called again?
Pitch Perfect and all those.
Yeah. And what's the one where they turn them around? Masked Singer.
Oh yeah.
Whatever, and then
the Voice.
The
sure.
Voice.
Yeah, the Voice.
And then what's the big one in the spring? It's been around. American Idol. Yeah, are you fans of those?
I don't really watch them.
No,
that's not my thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, fair enough is right. How about now that you're graduating? Do we have any career plans or ideas on what you want to be?
I want to work in law, Preferably in a courtroom setting, but
Okay,
I haven't narrowed down to one career yet.
Not one.
Not one.
How about give us a little roundabout on what maybe could be in law? Like, are you thinking lawyer type stuff potentially?
I'm thinking of lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going
Awesome.
to get a degree in criminal justice. And then from there, there's like so many career options I can choose from.
Yep.
And then I can just go to more schooling to become a lawyer. And then
Okay.
after that, a little bit more and become a judge.
Yep. My brother's a lawyer
That's awesome.
and started out knowing he wanted to do stuff with courtroom. And what he said is, as you go through the process, you find what you like and what you don't.
Yep.
So I'm sure you'll find your path.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome.
Yep.
It's exciting to hear.
Yeah.
How about an accomplishment that you're really proud of?
Keeping up with my schoolwork. Life gets kind of busy, so it's been, nice that I've been able to keep up with it.
Oh yeah, I've never heard any complaints. I think you always
Nope.
have kept up with them, have you not? I mean, just seem to be very go about your business, get it done. At least that's what I watch and see. Maybe I'm mistaken, but it certainly seems like you're on top of the curve
try.
there. Yeah, without a doubt. How about 10 years from now? Where do you see yourself?
I hope to have a good job, one that I enjoy, and maybe a family.
Okay. You want to stay in this area?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Haley's getting out.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't do cold.
You're not into the cold?
Oh,
huh?
no.
So you
So
prefer
you
to
want to
move
head
south?
south
Yeah.
Really? Like how far south?
Like
we're talking
far.
all the way like Texas
like
south?
Brownsville type Texas or
I'm just literally anywhere warmer.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not a big fan of the cold?
Oh, no.
Oh. Okay.
I do not like it at all.
Okay.
Are you looking at schools south then?
I think I'm going to go to a school here in North Dakota or in Minnesota, and then like graduate school.
Yeah.
I can go anywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm thinking.
Gotcha. Yeah, that surprised me. How about extracurriculars that you've been involved with?
Well, like Jenkins said, I've been in theater, the play, and musicals, which has all been really, really fun.
Yeah.
And then I've been in 4-H, so that's pretty cool.
Tell us a little bit about the plays. Like, what's been your favorite one so far?
My favorite one we did was Matilda the Musical. That was my first year. But all the seniors that year were like really nice, and they were really good at it.
Yeah.
And they just made it so much fun. I really liked that one.
Okay.
It was a really great show
It was.
where the cast was really well gelled
Yeah.
together. and
Yep.
You guys did a lot of fun stuff.
Yep.
How about tell us a little preview, of the play coming up, the musical coming up?
The play coming up, I think it's going to be really fun. Yep, because it's the Elvis performers. I'm so excited to see those. They're so good at it.
I've heard nothing but positive stuff. Like
It's
everybody's
gonna
pretty
be good.
excited.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard nothing but positive.
Yep.
Okay, now I kind of missed a question there and had to jump back, but now we'll get back on track here. Favorite elementary school memory?
I think my favorite elementary school memory was watching movies in Miss Cook's class. We watched like 6 movies that year.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of movies?
We watched Coraline. That's the one I remember. But we watched some other ones.
Coraline.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tuck Everlasting. I remember that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Movies, huh? Mm-hmm. That's what you remember most about elementary
Yep.
school.
That was my favorite memory.
Holy
Yep.
cow! Really? Okay.
Yep.
How about junior high?
Junior high. This one's my favorite memory of like all of Berthold's career.
Okay.
In junior high, Martin asked Mrs. Brown what the legal age to get pregnant is.
What?
And so the rest of the class we spent, and Mrs. Brown had to tell us that there is no legal age.
Oh, Nelly.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I thought that was
goodness.
really funny.
So you gotta give us the setting. Was just Martin just blurted out? Just was
yeah,
curious one
we
day?
were in science class, and he just asked her. And the whole class was like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Oh wow, that is a wow.
We might have to ask Martin about that.
You should. Yeah.
Here's one more.
That's right. Stay tuned for a couple of weeks when we have Martin
yeah.
on here.
Yeah, he's not even gonna get the script. We're gonna be off script.
Oh, I think right away.
Oh goodness. How about high school?
Well, this year I've been playing a lot of card games during my free hours, so I played a lot of card games. And I like that. It's been fun.
I noticed Kings in the Corner the other
we
day.
played Kings in the Corner quite a bit.
You getting any better at it?
Nope. Nope.
Not. You haven't taught him Idiot yet, then?
No, I have.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. We play Idiot all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Martin's really good at that one.
Is he?
Yeah. Very competitive.
Take that as you will.
Yeah. No pun intended.
That's right.
Oh, goodness. Okay, tell us what you're going to miss most about the Berthold School then.
Definitely my classmates. I've gone close with a lot of them. And the 2-minute drive from my house. It's been pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
The 2-minute drive.
Yep.
Not too tough.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not too hard at all. So what class have you enjoyed the most?
I've loved all of Mrs. Rowland's classes and Mrs. Helfrich's.
Gotcha.
I really loved choir and stuff.
Yep, you've enjoyed all that.
Yep.
Good. So go back to that young elementary student that was watching those movies and remembers all the movies. What advice would you give that person right now? Like if you're going to give, even Bella, if you're going to give her advice right now, what would you give her?
Don't take school too seriously.
Elaborate.
There's other things that I would rank more important than school. And I don't think school should be like your main focus.
What would you rate higher?
Family.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
No, family's
You
important.
don't argue with that, but don't take it too serious.
Yeah.
But get your work done too.
Yes, get your work done.
How about 3 things that you just have to do? I really want to do these 3 things in my lifetime. What would they be?
Graduate high school.
Okay, that's
Yep.
one. Huh?
That's coming up.
Okay.
So
See that
gotta get that
happening.
done.
That's getting closer.
Get a good job. And then I wrote down move out of North Dakota.
I have to push back on that one a little bit. We don't want this out migration of our good people.
No.
So I'm going to push back on that a little bit and say you can go to grad school in South if you choose.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say, come on now, Hailey, we got to keep good people around. So if there's a job open, there's a lawyer job open, then I might be emailing you, shooting you stuff because it's like, hey, we just don't want this out migration of good young people.
Yeah.
It doesn't work good.
Agreed.
It's
No,
not
you
good.
guys are what's going to
So-
keep our state competitive.
Yeah,
and,
correct.
And moving in the right direction.
So I mean, I'll let you talk about that, but like, go to grad school.
We're still going to encourage you to be here.
I'm going to tell you, come on now. Maybe they'll have some, underground tunnels or something we can develop.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Or a little skywalk or something. you know,
Yes.
that- from the
Perfect.
your office to the courthouse or whatever. And you never really have to
Perfect.
yeah.
That's right.
Underground parking or we got to
We'll figure it out.
we got to figure out something
Figure it out.
because we got to keep this out migration stopping. So okay, sorry, I was on my rant there. How about your peers? How do you want to be remembered by your peers?
I want to be remembered as a good friend.
I think that's going to be a factual.
I
you.
would agree.
Thank you.
I think that's going to be factual. How about by your faculty?
Hard worker.
Everything
Yep.
I've noticed.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Yeah, everything I've noticed.
Yeah.
Right towards the top. How about anything else? Tell us anything else you want to add.
I don't think I have anything else.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
I mean, if you guys are interested in a card club, pick Hailey as a partner. 'cause
Oh, yeah,
she's
absolutely.
pretty good.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
But make sure you come to the musical or the play
Yes.
coming up
Yep.
because
That's
that's
right.
going to be a good one. Anything you want to add for that? Because we're about
We're about
3 weeks out?
3 weeks away. Yeah, you can come see Hailey as Bernice.
Bernice, yep.
Yep, deputy. And she's helping to solve the crime about who killed Elvis and using a lot of talc powder.
okay.
Yes.
If everything goes right.
How about, I got one more for you. Just staying with that law deal. Like, could you see yourself being a prosecutor or a trial type lawyer, or are you more? Would you be just like hypothetically, or do you see yourself more as just a reading contracts and language type lawyer stuff?
I'm going into criminal justice, so that's like the criminal side of things. So I've thought about criminal defense lawyer.
Okay. Oh, so
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That gets into a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
You're talking
It's
forensics
kind of bigger.
and
Yeah.
all the different things that could come into play there. Cool.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how that grows and develops. You just never know what clicks with you. I remember I took an education law class, and I was like, that's the career I should have gone in. Like, sometimes you just find things really fascinating.
Yeah, I
and-
took the criminology class, the independent
Yeah.
study one, freshman year.
Yeah,
Oh, I loved that.
Loved it, huh?
I remember
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yep. That one was awesome. I really enjoyed that.
Was that the one you You had to like set up a, was that the crime scene one?
That's my forensics class
That's
this
your
year.
forensics class.
Yeah, and I
this
really
year.
like forensics too,
Yeah.
but not as much as criminology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Well, that is Hailey
is.
Brown. Make sure you come and see her in Who Killed Elvis. And I guarantee laughs, right?
Yes.
Yep. So, all right. Well, when you see her in the halls, wish her good luck and say congrats. I would say I'm 99% sure you'll graduate.
I might even add some tense onto that.
Yeah. I think we're going to get there. Well, stick with us. We got more coming up on the Bomber Buzz. Thanks, Hailey.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Hailey.
H&L Safety and Supply has everything you need to run a proper work site. Tools, lighting, porta-johns, and more. Purchase or rent the things you need. H&L Safety and Supply is a family-owned business that exemplifies small-town values. For over 13 years, they have been serving their clients with top-notch customer service and excellent equipment. For all your worksite needs, call H&L Safety and Supply at 701-624-2183. H&L Safety and Supply is a proud sponsor of the Bomber Nation. You've been listening to the Bomber Buzz. This is our weekly podcast hosted right here in the Bomber Nation. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to like and subscribe so that you get notified of all of our new episodes. We try to post new episodes on Fridays every week so that you can be informed of all the latest things coming in, going throughout the Bomber Nation and the school. If there's something that you would like to hear, or if you'd like to make an appearance on the podcast, we'd be happy to have you. Just let us know. You can contact myself, Principal Jacob Jenkins, or Dean of Students, Mr. Paul Rudolph, either by email at jacob.jenkins@k12.nd.us or paul.rudolph@k12.nd.us, or simply call the school at 453-3484. We'd be happy to have you on or talk about what's interesting to you. We thank you for listening. Fly high, Bombers.